Okay, so welcome to day 3 of the design sprint.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Trello. Hey, so who wants to share the screen first?
All right, I will. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll do it. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, let me lock. I'm gonna lock it onto your screen.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so let's see if we got exactly. Noel, could you go on day 4, the design sprint link? Day 3, excuse me. Yeah. Scroll.
Keep on scrolling.
Yeah. Keep going down. All right, so you guys already started with you did the sketching part yesterday.
Correct.
Yeah, so today we're actually gonna just figure out what sketches we're gonna be using and then making a final sketch for tomorrow. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You guys have a piece of paper and a pen?
Yeah, give me one sec. I'm good.
Okay. So on the page it says to search for conflicts. Okay. So basically what that means, you gotta comb through storyboards from the previous day looking for conflict. So let's say between the two that we have here, on the on the design sprint, the two that was posted up, what do you guys like and what do you guys don't like about those sketches?
Um, I mean, I'm looking at Noel's now. He got it down right. I guess the only thing I don't like about it is he put Twitter first, where where Twitter's just going to be the tool. Like the starting point is going to be sneaker deals. I want to be able to manually post things there that I find. Then by clicking the image on sneaker deals, if you're looking at Noel's, it goes into that pop-up screen where it has the shoe, the info, and the buy button, and then it directs you to the site. If you've seen, I do almost the same exact thing, except I had Twitter last and then linking back to the sneaker deals page.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is more like a reordering, really, number one. And number two, does sneaker deals exist already?
The page does, but it doesn't do what I want it to.
Ah, so this is a design sprint for sneaker deals. Now I get it.
So yeah, so like you said before, and I think I just wasn't clear in that I want sneaker deals to be almost like a page where I can post different photos different outlets. Just like Instagram would be an outlet, just like Facebook could be an outlet. I could post these deals on different platforms, all bring it back to one place.
1 second, Jonathan's remote.
Okay, that's better.
Much better.
Yeah. We're like right beside each other, so I mean, way too damn
Pause.
too much noise. Yeah, yeah. Pause. All right. Okay. So basically, like Rashawn said, it's just a reordering of what you want that sneaker deals page to look like, right?
Yeah, I mean Noel has it down. It's like his is so clean and just it's exactly what I want. It's really like so basic that that's exactly what I want it to look like.
Okay.
Well,
Wow.
that's cool. Then why don't we look at Noel's and then why don't you, Ivan, walk through that process and then do it again? And it's going to sound like you're repeating yourself, but then for people like myself, Robert, others who are actually going to, take the baton and do the prototyping side of things, then it's going to help us. Like repetition is the only way that a human can learn something, right?
Absolutely. All right, so if we're all looking at Noel's, I'll run through this quick. So I'm trying to think of an example today. Okay, so today Nike drops, the Nike Kyrie 1 Australia shoe, right? What I want to do is be able to go, and if you look at his sketch 2 where it says today, each square will reference a tweet. Each square will just reference a shoe or a deal that recently came out.
And now, where did those shoes come from in the first place?
I want to be able to manually put it in. So I know a shoe's coming out tomorrow. I want to be able to update that today board, upload a picture of the Nike Kyrie 1 with the link to where to buy it.
I see. You know what? That would be something that would be nice to just I wonder, Noel, is there and you might want to look this up, is there a way to do an image upload from Slack? Or is that like trying to like get the DeLorean time machine? Like, is that possible?
Upload an image from Slack.
If so, that would be sick, because then you can just do like, shoutbot new post, and then you just pass it an image and whatever text you want or something like that, and like you're done. Like, it updates the site.
I think I had to look up, but I haven't seen any script for Hubot where it's manually putting something in from your input. Basically, it's doing commands that are like, it had to be like a third party where it's stored. These images are stored somewhere, so they would be able to fetch it from that storage area, say like Dropbox or something like that. So if you had the images in Dropbox and you basically called to the specific image, and whatever action you're calling on that specific image was to load it, then I mean, yeah, that seems like it'll be logical.
Right. So then, okay. So let's not get too much into implementation details. Let's save that for the third pass. Here's what we'll do. Let's just sorry about hijacking that, Ivan. We'll just go through the flow on this screen, and for the second one, let's let Ivan drive. And actually, Ivan should be driving this, Jonathan, so he should be sharing his screen. And then Ivan can walk through the sketch process or the storyboard process, then walk through it one more time, but then we're going to try to fill in the blanks with the tools that we have already. So like it might be, okay, here's a SneakerShouts page. This is where this comes from. Because I know that like people like myself, Noel, and Robert are just sitting there like, oh, I know where this is coming from. I can start scraping off of this now, or however ideas we come up with. And then the third sweep that we'll do is we'll go over the technical details for the implementation, so then we can nail out the prototyping tomorrow. And then I think that's done for the call as far as decision making. As long as Ivan says, hey, that sounds like a plan, gang, go, then that's it pretty much. What do you think, Jonathan?
I think this is exactly what we need to do.
All right. So the first one is let's go through the storyboard, and the second one is we'll try to fill in the blanks with what we already are using. You know what I mean? And Ivan, you go ahead and drive this.
All right, so like I said, the new Kyrie comes out today. I want to be able to go into that today board right here and say, okay, put the image, put the price, and put a buy. Put the link in where you could buy it. So when you click buy, it goes to the link. Now, when they click on that image, it pops up. That'd be the Kyrie one. It have the price. It have buy, and then when you click it, just like Noel said, it's going to bring you to whatever site I designate you to go to. The only thing I'm saying when we're saying we're shifting Twitter is actually going to come in here. It's actually going to connect this and this together. So Twitter is just going to be an outlet. Okay, now it's on the site. Now I tweet it, hey, Nike Kyrie 1 Australia is now available here. When they click here, it's really just bringing them to this today page, and then they start the process over.
Okay.
So really, you just got to move this Twitter section down here. Like if you see mine, let me pull up mine. Again, it's uploaded sideways. And see how I have the footsie sites here, and then I tweet it out.
What you're going to do is right-click on download or control-click if you have it, and then do open a new window.
Yeah, I'll straighten it out.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. So, I'm having the same thing, the sneaker deals page with all the images. When you click on the image, it pulls it up. It has a buy it now button. You click the buy it now button. It brings you to whatever site I designated you to. And then I tweet it out. So promote new release, blah, 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 link. It has the image. You click the link. It's bringing you to sneaker deals page.
Do you want, in this question, do you want whoever's making that purchase to have it automatically tweet on theirs if they have a Twitter account, or you want it to automatically tweet from your account?
I mean, I kind of want to handle it manually for now. Like I said, I'm not opposed to automating things. I just want to make sure I get everything down right, and my content's very curated. So I just want to be able to go in there, upload a new sneaker deal in the sneaker deals page, right, and then be able to tweet it out after, and be able to post it on Facebook or Instagram or anything else. But the main thing is we want to get them to this sneaker page at the end. That's where they start off, and the rest is kind of how they go through it. They pop the image up, they can click buy, and then they can buy the shoe. I don't think I would want them to tweet anything out like, hey, I just bought this shoe. I don't want to compromise anyone's privacy or feel like they need to share anything that they're not willing to.
Okay, I got you.
If they want to take that sneaker deals page and pass it along to a friend, that's great, but I don't want to force that.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
What would be nice is why don't we? I don't know if you know how to do it, but drag that tab that you have there, Ivan, and try to make it go up to half your screen. So in other words, that tab you have on all of those other tabs, like drag it off of the window pane.
Oh, so
yeah, so it separates off of the window pane, and then bring up Noel's image and let's put them side by side, because that's really the decision making process. That's where John mentioned about the no conflict.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay, I gotta open his tab.
There you go.
Perfect. Now this is the decision process right here. So then the goal in this is to really pick and choose, to really see where the differences are, if they're even.
Like whichever elements that we have to pick out of the two to have our last storyboard down.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just tweaking. I mean, it's really just tweaking Noel's. When link is so. All we're doing is on Noel's, we're starting with today, I think. This is just my interpretation. The today one is the starting point. That's what we want built. We want a page where we can have a grid layout, and I can upload sneaker deals throughout the day there versus having to tweet them out. So, I want to...
right, so that becomes a centralized place, and then everything else builds around it.
Correct.
Got it.
Because I don't want to limit to, because one of my biggest problems right now is posting deals on Instagram because I always have to change my link in my profile bio. If it could just link them to sneaker deals, I could never have to change that link in my IG, and I could just keep uploading, deals as they come in to that sneaker deals page. So now it becomes just a centralized place to send traffic on my site, where not only are they going to consume new information, any information I post within the last, 20, 48 hours.
Sounds like you've been talking to Robert. Robert,
What'd you say?
Robert there?
Yeah, what'd you say? Okay.
I said it sounds like you've been talking to Robert with all that automation.
Yeah, I've been talking.
you've been talking to
about how
Noel
we can
too.
automate everything. So yeah.
Noel as well has been talking about automating from the start. So.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the starting point. I like how it pops up the screen like this with the image of the shoe, and the buy it now is very clear.
It's exactly how they had it on what's the website called again?
Now,
It drops now. Yeah, exactly. So it's exactly the same thing for the most part.
Speaking here is just each square will reference not a tweet, each square will reference a deal.
Yeah, and then that deal will take you straight to a buy page.
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna upload something. Just let me know if it's what you guys want. All I did was I didn't move anything. I just put an order. So I'm just gonna resend it. Let me know what you think.
Oh, you're gonna attach it. Just attach it to the. Okay, so at this step, you would attach it to the decision-making card.
Yes, sir. All I did was just put arrows. So and number it so you guys get the order of things. Hopefully.
Let's be clear. Is there a decision-making card? There should be. I think I made one already.
Yes, sir. I believe so. There's the link that I got up from it.
Is there a decision-making card in day 3?
Added you.
No.
You did
Not
add
enough for SneakerShouts yet.
Yes, there it is, right there.
There we go. Okay.
here. It's here.
Oh, okay. Nice. Excuse the watermarks.
Oh, you guys are fine.
Again, please excuse the watermarks on it. Just let me know. Whoa. Where did I put it? Okay, yeah. Cool. What's up?
All right. Yeah.
If there's anything, I'll just redo it, and then if that's not clear enough, I'll just redo it.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's literally all you had to do was just number it. But yep.
Oh, one starts from there. Now it makes tons more sense.
I'm sorry, cut off the 4, but yeah. I hope you guys understand that.
One starts from there. Got it. And actually, there is no arrow in the middle between 4 and 1. Now I get it.
Yep. Well, no, in a sense, because that tweet is going to link to the sneaker deals page.
Oh, so it's just a big loop.
It's a big loop. Yep.
I like that. So you keep them inside of the loop. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's just like Twitter. Like, I don't even want to restrict this to just saying it's a tweet. It could be anything. It could be in a blog. It could be in a Facebook forum. It could be on Nike Talk. It could be on anything. But the more people that link to the sneaker deals page, the more organized and centralized it is to where I can say, hey, he tweeted about this, Air Max being $50 under retail, but they also have these Air Force Ones that are $30 under retail as well.
Oh, right. So,
Saying, you know, hey, I tweeted that 2 days ago. You lose it on Twitter. You'll lose it. You'll never see
Yeah,
deals from 3-4 days ago. Where
right.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't write anything specific, but what I was saying was like this would just be like a tab. I didn't get too specific with today, but I was thinking you'll show stuff for today, for the week,
yep,
maybe
yep.
for the month. I don't know.
As it gets, well, I think as it gets older, it might just fall into another category.
what would be
Okay.
nice? What would be nice? One thing that I would actually say to add is for the what are we calling the number one again?
Number one would be the site itself, which has all the. What is the name of it? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm just saying it's called this, you know, the sneaker deals section on SneakerShouts.com.
Ah, so Noel, you call it slash deals.
Slash deals. Hold up.
And then from within the slash deals, one of the things that we got to be clear on is so those boxes we have there, what are the details that are going to be under these boxes? Because like so when you get when you get the devs and the designers to do the prototyping, we'd look at that and just all you would get is just probably a sneaker shouts logo, the word today, and then a whole bunch of like images within a grid. So it's like that's the key on a decision day and the sketch day. You want to really kind of be explicit with the section. So maybe underneath it we have like a zoom in as far as what one of those individual areas looks like. Because otherwise, because to me, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, I see a bunch of images. Like, is there a button that I click to open it? Is there a blurb underneath it or above it? Those are things that we definitely want to be clear about.
All right, yeah, well, yeah, I could clarify that now. So each grid, I think information that I wanted to have is one, the shoe name under it, and price. That's really, you don't really need anything else more than that.
Great. So definitely we want to specify that.
Yep. So yeah, I could remake this grid again and with more little more details. But then okay, when you click on it, I want it to pop up where you could kind of still see the back page in like fainted, but what it like you see in grid 2, it pops up. Now you can get a closer look at the shoe, and maybe you have you have a little buy button where you can actually click to go to the link to buy it. And again, that's just going to have the shoe name again and the price and maybe a retail price. Maybe like a slash through it says the shoe was 200, but it's 150 now or something like that.
Right. So then we don't have to really redo this drawing. Noel, two thumbs up with that, Noel and Ivan, for that. What we want to do is we want to have sort of a zoom in or zoomed in view. So just take like, even if it's like from the Crazy H, take one of those squares and show what one of those boxes would look like under today, and also then show what it would look like once you click on it, like the details.
Cool. Yeah, I could draw that easy.
Right, because see, because we want to be clear. Once we go to the prototype side of things, like that's usually when things are locked in. See, that's the difference between a design sprint. Is when you get to the prototype, it should be locked in already, and everyone's clear.
Yep. That's understandable.
Okay, so that's sweet there. So then the next thing to do would be to say, for the third step, let's take it from a more developer side of things. And what Ivan's going to do is he'll drive through, and then Noel and Robert will sort of sit and not get too deep in the woods, but say, okay, well, we'll do this here and that there. It may be a touch on a technical side, but we don't want to, make people's eyes glaze over. So in other words, the number 4, you would open up SneakerShouts.com, Ivan. So kind of drive through that, and because it's just so we know like what's there and what's not. Because I don't know if there's a slash deals on SneakerShouts. You might say, okay, well, I want to go to slash deals, and you might put it in your browser, and nothing's going to show up. But what you can say is, well, here's the interface to Squarespace where you can add another page, and this is how I would normally update these things, and you walk us through that, because we don't want to over-architect anything if you already have the tools that we can sort of, put things together with.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go into Squarespace. Try to make this bigger too. So I think it's under the no. Well, that's. I mean, I can give you guys access to this so you could look and actually play around with it. But see how I have. All right, so this is like where all like the sneaker news stuff goes, and you would just add a post here, and you can kind of it's very easy. And it's the same thing for the sneaker deal. So what I'm trying to do is try to implement that grid form into the sneaker deals section on the site. Which I mean, there is room for like I just don't know like advanced coding and stuff like that, or
Well, let's just be clear, Ivan. That's what you don't have to know that. You have a team of people around you that know that stuff.
Yeah. So I'd rather just take your emails, which I have already, and just give you access so you can see this as an open book.
Mm-hmm.
And
even better yet, instead of it just being in an email, throw the access into. We'll make a prototype, a Trello card for the prototype day. We'll throw the credentials in that because the our Trello is private, so we'll throw the credentials in that, and then when we're done, we'll just blow out that Trello card, and we don't have to worry about your credentials just lingering around in an email. You might say, oh, I trust you guys with it, but I don't trust email.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Plus, then your it's best to have your birth certificate in one lockbox than copies all over the world. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. So yeah, I'll throw up the credentials in a whatever, so you gues can log in and see.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the card right now.
Oh yeah, Ivan, you kind of crazy for those Ronaldinhos.
Yeah, I need to get a pair, man.
He's like Robert.
I was like, Robert. Where's that bot? September 2nd.
We got you, homie. We got you.
I know there's gonna be 3,000 pairs. It's gonna be wild.
Hey, Jonathan, Snugs, What's your schedule for tomorrow? Cause I kind of have like a ad hoc. I would like to do like an ad hoc for like this guy, because he does have like, I guess, a small team or a group of people that are kind of interested in using our service, and he just wants just like the rundown, and that's not my forte. I like to let the COO go through it.
Yeah, I'll go through it.
Explaining, huh?
I'll go through it. Just send me his information.
It's through Twitter, and I was like, he just wanted to hang out or meet up on tomorrow.
All right, well, let's just set that up.
Well, no. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna try to see if he's good with a hangout instead, because like
during the day though, after 7 o'clock, it's no go.
Well, what'll be great though is that moving forward, probably here coming up in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have a sales associate that'll be working with us, and then you can just toss everything through her.
Yo, I haven't said this yet, but I love you so much, Snugs. You make my life so much easier.
Yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, Jonathan know that already.
Yeah. Yo, Snugs, just a point. I don't know if you checked out the. I sent you a private message. It was just basically, is any work coming through? Because shit's dead right now.
Yeah, let's get this design sprint over and knock.
Yeah. Let's get first things first.
So then, Ivan, let me go ahead and throw this into the design sprint for. Let's see here. All right. So if you look in the design sprint channel, Ivan, there's a card there, and just throw the credentials in there. So then moving forward, let's keep going through, and so we see SneakerShouts where we can actually create a new page, right?
Yep, you'll be able to, like, it has options to create another blog or a page, which if you click on like pages, I'm not. I mean, you guys, I'll just let you guys mess around with that, because like we could do a bunch of different stuff in here, code injections and all that.
Ivan, you're trying to be a programmer right now.
I know.
Don't do that, brother. Don't do that. All you gotta do
on the interface on the modular, you can see here that
modular. I'll let that go.
Oh man, that's too funny. Okay, so that's great. So then we can we can get slash deals on from the Squarespace, and we can do some research on how to do a grid format platform in Squarespace. And we can throw that. Let's keep all of that information and our findings in the Trello card, because then if we just throw it in a design sprint room, like that's not really where that would go. And I'm learning how to use Trello and Slack too together. So definitely let's do that. And what did I just have here? iOS application. There it is. SneakerShouts prototype. I don't think Robert's actually on the. By the way, I don't think Robert's on the design sprint board.
I tried to actually put him on the card, but there's some weird shit going on. Let me see what's up right quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Snugs. I know we were talking about this, but like going forward, just for people's sanity, do you think it's a good idea just to basically integrate particular cards or particular boards into Slack so they just get notifications? Like just boards that are not going to just straight go crazy with notifications.
Right, I see. So I think that's a great idea, actually, to tell you the truth, because then when there's changes that are made, we can actually update people.
Exactly.
And we don't have to manually do it. So that'll save a lot of the back and forth.
And like I was also talking to Chris because they're talking about going crazy with like the @everyone or @channel. Basically, people would just get notified off of just certain particular keywords. We could just build that in and make sure everybody is basically puts that within their search, like their attention or notifications, that they will get notified per particular word that is being sent in. So it'd be like SneakerShouts, and then whatever message that you want to send in, that everybody that's involved in SneakerShouts would be notified, so they'll get a notification or a ping. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea too.
Huh?
I said it's a good idea as well, man.
Yeah, because doing that the @channel or @group, I mean, some people, like I'm not involved in this. Why is this,
Uh,
So Snugs, you just want me to put the credentials in the prototype board?
he just got up.
I don't
Where
know
he
if
went.
that's a comment or I don't know.
Did you see that link that he sent you?
Yeah, to the prototype.
Yeah, just put it, nah, because we're gonna probably be using that later, right? So, maybe make something private.
I think only you guys can see it, so.
Okay. Well, for the time being, just leave it in there, and we'll just delete it after.
That way you guys can log in and see what the hell's going on and what you're working with.
Whoopsie. Sorry about that. My computer died. What'd I miss?
Okay, Ivan was saying, where does he put the credentials? And I just told him put it in the prototype channel for now. Then we'll just delete it afterwards.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I just commented the credentials to log in.
Nice. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, excellent. So we'll
Build up.
so that takes care of that for /deals. Now, what's the next screen, Ivan? Remember, we're going over the technical implementation, so then we can figure out how to do a grid layout and slash deals. And if Ivan is already used to uploading images and photos there, we'll just do that and keep that going. So then the next step is to actually, when you click that, what shows up next?
So when you go to like SneakerShouts.com/deals.
Yes. When you click on the image, then what's the next screen that shows up?
Oh, like on my site currently?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is there anything already that can point to, or do we have to build something new? That's what this iteration is for.
So we do have, I think it's sneaker deals. So it's just like a blog form, and that's what I'm trying to change.
Well, yeah, we get that. That's the thing that we're changing. But when you click on that, then what happens?
Oh, okay. When you click on a deal, it pulls it up like this.
Oh, okay. So that's a cool part. You have everything.
Oh man, look at them one. Wow, those look nice right there.
Squirrel.
All right. You got me for that.
So that's cool. Wait a minute. How come it shows all of the shoes though?
Well, I did a blog post. So like how I was doing it before was, hey, like Jimmy Jazz sale, take an extra 15% off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, blah blah. Use this code, shop the entire sales section here.
Mm-hmm.
But I would also pick out, hey, these are the shoes I like.
Ah, I see. So then when you click on that image, then click on one of them again.
When you click on the image, nothing happens. You got to actually click on this link here.
Oh, that's no bueno. If we can fix that, we're going to do that.
And then boom, it brings you to the shoe.
So then, wait a minute though. But what about tweet though? Shouldn't that also tweet every time you put an image in, or does it do that already?
Well, see how I would do it is I wouldn't like rather than tweet out all of these and screw my whole feed up. I would say, hey, let me just tweet out like which will grab people's attention. Probably like a LeBron 12. I'd hit share this image. And then boom, I would write whatever I want. Grab,
Got it.
Check out blah blah blah, and then I just tweet it here, share now.
So then let's just be clear. The only thing we need to do for this design sprint, and you mentioned this earlier, Ivan, but I think it's clear with everyone that we just have to hack Squarespace. That's it.
Pretty much, yeah. And then make sure you can get that grid layout where they can pop it up and click it and just to like scroll through this is like. You see one shoe here, and just like it's not clean. It's not,
Yeah.
You click on it and then be like, okay,
What it looks like it's not clean, but it looks like your Twitter, kind of, but with just a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Which I rather just have all these shoes at a grid layout and say, okay, like this is the one I want. Click on it, it pops up. You can see the price and you can see a buy it now thing, and boom, buy it.
And I just found out the hack on how to make Squarespace be a grid layout. So this is going to be a successful design sprint.
Good.
There it is.
Good.
So nice. What we'll do is I'll put together a sketch. So we'll get a prototype out, and it'll just be an image just to make sure that things are laid out the way that you expect them, and then we'll do the implementation for it, and you should be up and going. Cross our fingers by this weekend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, take your time, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys work on a lot of other stuff, so.
Nah, brother, focus. Well, make sure you tell them to focus on the design sprint, Jonathan. And what happens when you let it linger?
When you let it linger, just shit goes awry.
Okay. Okay, now get this shit done then now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's seriously, Ivan. That's the way we got to approach things, man.
Real
talk, man. Because you know what, we're developing a collective here, man, and you're inclusive of that too. And people must know that like that group of guys, like, there's all types of different businesses in it, and they get shit done. Like that's what we want to be known for.
All right, yeah, I dig that, and I'm the same way. If I don't get on top of, I gave out shoes like 3 weeks ago to some followers. I gave away some free shoes. I'm just shipping them out now.
Yeah.
When is we gonna get some free shoes?
You crazy.
Hey, listen, no, I sit down with Saucony in October. I haven't told nobody. I'm getting my own collab.
Oh,
for sure.
That's what's up.
So
Yeah.
definitely, I'm gonna definitely see you guys.
So then here's the thing, right? You know, when you deal with that operation side of things, I remember. Let's just be clear for you at SneakerShouts. As you grow with your business, your job's going to just be to make sure that the business moves forward. That's it. So when it comes to things like logistics or something like that, that's when you be like, okay, who do I know that can handle operations? And then there's Jonathan, and if Jonathan can't do it, he knows how to hire people for that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
No, we got you. No worries.
Awesome. So that's I think we got a winner there, and we got the credentials up into the prototype, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what you guys need now, and it's you guys got the ball now. You're ready to shoot.
Yeah. All you do is just sit back and put your hands behind your head, homie.
All right.
All right, Jonathan, you want to well, actually, before we wrap up, Ivan, now that you've sort of been through the first part of the design sprint, what were your learnings and your takeaways from it?
Just organization and being able to communicate to you guys. I know there's a few times that I might have said something in a weird way or didn't get the point across. So it's just like,
nah, for the most part, you were pretty clear, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I caught myself like, damn, man, I should have said it this way or I should have explained it that way.
Nah, man, you don't even need to worry about
everything. I wrote on my storyboard is basically what you said, bro. You're very concise. Don't worry about that.
Well, let's just be clear too, as well, is that that's supposed to happen, Ivan. That's what you get from doing a design sprint, is that you start being aware.
Yeah.
And then so it's not like, oh, I should have done it this way, and then that it hinders us. It's really for you so you can sit back and be like, oh, well, instead of like, oh, I should have did it this way, appreciate more the fact I'm thinking about things a different way.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yep, and if it works for Google, see, the cool part is, I mean, there's a method to our madness. After we go through enough of these design sprints, we're just going to go right and knock on Google's doors and be like, hey, you need to do an expose on our group.
That'd be dope.
That's what's going to happen, homie.
But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I really liked it. It's a cool way to just, approach something in an organized way, like I've said before, and just keep the ideas rolling, keep them kind of concise, and kind of put everybody's thoughts together. That's what I really like.
Yep, that's the key, man. Nobody's like off on an island in a silo trying to do stuff.
It's cool to say like, hey, here's my drawing, and then you look in the wells, you're like, oh shit, yeah, nah, I like that, or I like this and that, or I like this portion, or it's cool to just be able to take other people's ideas as well and say, you know what, I was thinking it like this, but like that makes more sense.
That's the design sprint.
As the great Snugs would say, removing your ego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, removing the ego and also removing precious. Like, the thing about pen and paper is it forces you to not be precious. And even if something wants to be changed, you just scratch it out and you're done.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all I got. How about we go around and anybody want to wrap up or say goodbye and all of that stuff?
I'm good. I think everything was fine and clear. I guess we're ready to go.
We've been ready to go.
Nugs already know what it is.
Yep.
Absolutely. And so yeah, we'll dive into that. I don't know if
I'll set that up for you guys. Ivan, do you want to be on that call tomorrow? I think you should.
Yeah, just let me know what time. I have to I think any time after 5 or 6 is gonna be tough for me. I gotta go visit a pop-up shop that's in
for like pretty much for us too. We got a couple things to handle too tomorrow.
Well, so what call?
Yeah.
What call are you talking about? What call are you talking about?
I think Noel wants to link us up with some dude, and at 7 o'clock we got that Amber meetup. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in for that too.
Oh, for sure. All right.
So yeah, all it is I just need he just sent me a tweet, so I just need to get his email and stuff like that. Say, hey man, we're kind of busy, but if you don't mind doing like a hangout, we could talk and you get some of the.
What are we talking about?
Well, basically, this person, because I'm not skilled enough to explain the whole process of SneakyHead, and he really wanted to get some really good precise information because he had some bodies. He has not just himself, but he has other people.
Noel. I think like you just show him like the design sprint. Just take whatever he did from the design sprint. Just tell him that.
But also, he just wants to know how's his money, like how's the transactional, how does he get the shoe, everything from there. Like you can send me the link as well, but I think it would be more comfortable from his standpoint if he saw more than my face or just spoke to me.
All right, no worries, yo. Then just
If that's
yeah,
fine with you guys. I mean, if not, then
that's cool with me. I'll handle that. No worries.
so we could talk later about arranging a time that's good. I mean, I would like Snugs to be on there, but it's all right. Busy
I
man.
mean, Snug's a busy dude, so I can
Busy
handle that.
man.
No worries. If he can come in, he can come in. If
I know,
not,
right? I know, right? He's just disappeared from the. See, he's not even paying attention. Like, I got too many things on my head. All right. Anyways,
Nah, I'm talking to my homegirl on Skype already. Yeah.
see what I mean? How about John? We could just get off of this because this is being recorded. It's not related. So
yeah, definitely. All right. Well, Ivan, definitely like you said before 5.
Yeah, just hit me
Yeah,
up.
you just pretty much the prototype might take a bit of some time, so just
Just let me know. Worst comes to worst, wherever I'm at, I could just plug my phone and get internet.
all right for sure. Yeah, because I mean, just for you just to jump in right quick, but for the most part, you're not gonna be doing anything, right? You're gonna be just observing.
I can access it on my phone too, I believe.
All right, cool.
But all right, so we'll
All
check.
right then. All right, we'll set that up for tomorrow then.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
peace. All right, peace.